going on, Bears fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bears. Since you know I'm in here with them cognac boys, Cdubb and Bobby. On today's episode, we'll be talking about Akiem Hicks going to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Who could possibly be the X factor for the Chicago Bears? And we'll talk about Justin Fields landing 23rd on Chris. You know, the one thing I want to say, but even before we get into the intro, how can a whack quarterback make a list of top quarterbacks? How the fuck do you do that? We'll get into all that and more on today's Chicago Bears Central.
Now tuned into Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
All right, fam. Listen, besides Kristen whack ass, I do have something that I want to say before we even start. I didn't get a chance to put this on the list because I literally found out while preparing for this episode. Did you guys know that as of tomorrow, the Chicago Bears actually get another $7.3 million, I think, in cap space? So the way that it works is that they designated the Cohen and Trevathan, them being waived as after June 1st. Waive. So what that means is that they have to pay the dead salary for this season, but the rest of their dead salary actually goes on next year's salary cap. So the Bears have built in, this is again, Ryan Poles working the cap very well and being smart.
Man.
So the Bears get another built-in $7 million of cap space. And we know there's going to be another wave of free agents here. There's a lot of free agents that are actually cut usually after the June 1st date. So maybe seeing some more. Listen, I still think he's coming here, but listen. I know we have our issues with some of the things. Well, not issues, but we still have questions about some of the things that Ryan Poles has done. But like I said before, I don't know how I feel about him building my team quite yet, but he can definitely balance my checkbook at any time.
That motherfucker going
master,
crazy.
That's crazy.
For
so,
real,
yeah, I
he
wanted to
going
point
crazy.
that out. Extra $7 million. And salary cap space coming the Bears' way. So I'm going to ask you guys this. I know you didn't have a chance to prepare for it, but do you see the Bears not necessarily being aggressive, but if somebody gets cut, if a deal presents itself, do you see them bringing in more free agents before the season starts?
I'm going to go with what's been going on lately. I'm going to say they save that money for the next year and get them a big name. I think they're not going to do anything with that money anytime soon. He going to hold them. Yeah, go ahead.
They could do another 1-year deal, though, and they still got the money next year, though.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
What do you think, Bobby?
I'm gonna look at it as, look, we already know everybody going through OTAs now is really light work. Once training camp, it get closer to that, you might see somebody pull up. I think Ryan Poles gonna have somebody pull up. Hopefully, he got his foot right.
Yeah. Listen, I'm telling y'all, when Larry Ogunjobi gets, I'm just gonna tell you, I'm like, look, I don't care if you brothers are working, everybody needs to stop, get on the phone real quick. We're gonna get on live stream real quick because listen, Chicago Bears Central, we've been telling you guys, watch out for Larry Ogunjobi to still be a Chicago Bear when it's all said and done. But let's go ahead and get into our scheduled topics for today. So as I'm sure everybody is seeing by now, Akiem Hicks did sign a 1-year, $10 million deal with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, this is after, he lost some leverage. They did try to work out something with the Chicago Bears. They wanted more money. Ryan Poles is like, listen, you get this $5 million contract. That's all I got for you. They wanted more. They did go out and get more, not long-term money. But this is coming after, Akiem Hicks was hurt, things like that. What do you think about Akiem Hicks going to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? And I know some Bears fans hope that he would still come back here. I kind of let that go like months ago, honestly, to be honest with you guys. What do you guys think about it?
Well, let's just be frank and honest. Akiem Hicks, when you needed him the most, he was not available. And the best ability is availability, like they say. I know he wanted his money, but man, what do you got to show for it for us to give you $10 million? So it works out for both of us, man. I think he can go to the Buccaneers and make them even a better defense if he can stay healthy, because he is a monster when he's right. Yeah. He is a monster, but we just can't keep doing this. This is like the second year in a row where he's back and forth in the lineup. He in for one game, he's like, oh, we got Hicks back. He hurt in the second play of the game. He walking off the field.
That is exactly what it felt like too. That's exactly what it felt like. Go ahead, Bobby.
Man, hey, Akiem Hicks, appreciate you, my dog, but it's new era, man. Y'all already know. I would have loved for him to come back, and I'm just being honest, because anytime he was in the middle, he was a problem.
Yes.
He was blowing people. The man played a lot of games with no gloves. Coming off the ball with no gloves. Like that guy is kind of nuts, if you ask me, because I need gloves when I play. So, but man, it was good to see, but it's definitely time to go. Now the Buccaneers, they got something. If he remain healthy, as mentioned before, they gonna be solid on that D line. So
we don't play the Bucs this year, do we?
No, we don't play the Bucs.
So. Thank God. Thank God. Keep him away from Justin Fields. Please, God. Yeah. Thank you. Thank God. Especially with that, so many questions that we have on that offensive line. But, shout out to Akiem Hicks for what he meant when he was here as a Chicago Bear. Because like you guys said, it's no slander at all. When he's healthy, come on. There's not too many that do it better than him. But at the end of the day, we have avoided paying big money to older players all off season. This is what Ryan Poles was always planning on doing. And hey, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if, who knows, everything works out. They spend money next off season. Maybe he does become a Chicago Bear again if he can prove he can stay healthy. So,
I say he's gonna be better than Sue over there. They losing Sue, so he gonna take Sue's spot. He a way better player than Sue.
Yeah. He just got to stay healthy. So shout out to Akiem Hicks. Hopefully you stay healthy and you can have an impact for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, especially since we don't play them. So I don't give it in. Have the best season possible. But next up, so I was reading this article, and Travis Gibson, the coach is very, very complimentary of him, saying how he does have a good awareness and things like that. But what do you guys think of Travis Gibson possibly being the X factor for the Chicago Bears?
Oh yeah. I started off, man. I think he can absolutely be an X factor in this season coming up for the Chicago Bears. I'm gonna just throw some numbers out for you. This guy, he played 16 games last year, but he started 9 games, 7 sacks, 5 forced fumbles, 7 quarterback hits. With those 7 sacks. So he's getting to that quarterback. He causes a lot of havoc. He's very athletic and he's quicker than most defensive ends. And he's going to reign terror. This is his chance. This is his chance to get that bag. He's going to be determined than ever to go out there and prove himself on that field. Great.
I'm going to read the direct quote before Bobby goes from the defensive line coach, Travis Smith. He says, I notice he's very good awareness of the quarterback. You guys know he had a lot of ball production last year, and that's not 100% natural. There's not something that just comes naturally to everyone. He has good awareness that when you're an edge rusher, that if guys get high in the pocket, you can come back inside, or if he has the edge, then you can turn it, where then he can affect the quarterback and also go for the ball. Listen, go ahead, Bobby. What do you think?
So we already know the stats, but I think one key thing is that he sat behind Khalil Mack.
Yeah.
One of the best, you know what I'm saying? One of the best to do it in the league right now. That's good. And I also think that's probably why Poles didn't trade Robert Quinn, even though there was some speculation that they'll probably be looking to move him. Because, he's a young guy, but he's still going to need some of that veteran leadership. You know what I'm saying? So Robert Quinn, somebody who just had a good, productive season, they probably was like, we're going to keep my man's around. And he had a solid season. So we'll see what he do, man. We'll see what he do.
Fair enough. I'm gonna turn this around. So we talked about that's what Coach Travis Smith thinks is going to be the X factor. Who do you guys think is going to be the X factor for the Chicago Bears in the 2020 season?
I got mine, and I guess I'm going first.
All right,
David Montgomery, baby.
Okay,
we need David. If David Montgomery has over 1,600 yards, Bears going to the playoffs. That's hitting it for me. He needs to have a big season for us to have anything successful going with Justin Fields, especially. So David Montgomery.
All right.
I ain't going to player. I'm going to coach, and that coach is Luke Getsy.
Okay.
First reason.
Okay.
The man was hear me out. The man was a QB coach and a passing coordinator. He didn't call plays in Green Bay. That was Matt LaFleur. He got to come in, and he got the biggest task in the last 5 years in Chicago. Says, look, man, this man, he has to come prepared. He got to call those damn plays. He got to make sure Justin Fields takes that next step. He got to make sure that these guys are ready to go. The Bears don't have a top wide receiver right now or a big name wide receiver. He came out and said, along with the other coaches, that these guys are ready to go and they're going to be good. It's your turn to prove that. Luke Getsy.
All right. I like that. Especially Luke Getsy got the most difficult job. He got to wash the Nagyitis off everybody on his team to just Get that up off of them. But I'm gonna pick mine. This is gonna be surprising. I know I can't wait to see how you guys react to this. My possible X factor, because I'm not counting Justin Fields. I'm not counting Mooney because Mooney's now a number one and he's gonna be out to prove he's a number one. Those aren't X factors to me. Somebody who I feel like can be an X factor, especially on the offensive end of the ball, is Cole Kmet. Because if Cole Kmet, if he keeps that production per receive, that yards per reception that he kept up, but scores touchdowns, he can completely transform and make this offense so much easier for Justin Fields and the running game on top of that. I think that Cole Kmet he's shown it, right? He has the ability, but we need to see him put it all together. We need to see Cole Kmet has to get eight touchdowns at least this season. If he doesn't, I got some issues.
Facts.
But I definitely think that Cole Kmet could be an X factor on this team, especially looking at how this offense may run. You need a safety valve. You need things like that. The tight end is meant to be that. I think Cole Kmet can be the X factor for this team this season.
That's a great pick.
That's a good one too.
That's a great pick.
Goodness, Cole.
Definitely.
He got to score, man. He got to score some touchdowns now.
Listen, he got to get some touchdowns, man. Like, and it wasn't like I said, and I don't blame that all on him because Matt Nagy sucked at play. Like literally, my 8-year-old son playing Madden and just choosing ass Madden every time runs a better offense than what Matt Nagy did. But but yeah, man, I really think that Cole Kmet is going to benefit a lot from not only the progression of Justin Fields, but just having a competent offense. And they've said they're building the offense not only around Justin Fields and what his strengths are, but the strengths of this team as a whole. And that's one thing that we didn't. Our offense last year was literally, I don't know if Matt Nagy just closed his eyes and picked a play. Like, I don't know what Matt Nagy did.
It seemed like it.
But I definitely think definitely. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was just going to say something silly. Go ahead.
I don't know what the hell that man was doing.
Listen, who knows what Matt Nagy was doing? Like, bro, come on, man. How do you get paid to be a head coach and you fail at every level? Like your defense wasn't like, come on, man. Anyway, nonetheless, but yeah, so Cole Kmet's my pick for a possible X factor for the Chicago Bulls. I'm not ready to say he's going to be the X factor for sure, but I definitely think he has the possibility of being that in this season. So,
I think it's solid, bro. Good picks.
Yeah. All right, let me throw something at y'all. Out of those 4 defensive backs, who you think could be the X factor out of those 4 defensive backs? It gotta be. Go ahead.
I sometimes fall. I can admit, as a fan, I fall into the hype. But every single thing I read about Brisker just makes me feel like, hey, he got the chance to be something, bro.
Oh man,
like everything.
I'm going Kyler Gordon though. He got to step up because they're gonna attack him. They're gonna attack that young man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Brisker too as well. Because I feel like he'll provide a little bit of he'll help Eddie Jackson with some confidence. I believe that if he shores up that other side of the field and be competent at his job, be knowledgeable, be quick with reactions, I think it'll help free up Eddie Jackson so we can get some of those 2018 turnover film again. So let's go.
Been a long time, Eddie. It's been a long time.
I just hope that this Bears defense is fun again, right? Like you just watch them, you like crack some heads, get some interceptions, have fun, talk some shit. Like come on.
Yes. Yeah, you're right about that, Haize, man.
Yeah,
it was more fun watching Peanut Tillman and them out there playing defense than offense. It was
so fun watching them play defense, man. Like, yeah, so there you go. And as a former running back, I'll tell you what, I didn't appreciate defense as much until like into that era of Bears football as much as I do now. Like it was just such a special time of defense. Like they
definitely was.
They had so much fun. Man.
Yeah,
they just had fun and they hit hard. Like that's something.
Yes, sir. That's it.
But let's get into let's get back to the question that I did ask before the cold open, man. Who gives Chris Sims the right to write a top 40 quarterbacks of the season? Like, did people forget that Chris Sims literally failed at being anything? And like, how do you come from that pedigree and you could not be like the Bucks gave you every opportunity to prove that you were a starting quarterback? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like,
I can't tell you, man.
I have no idea.
But I love keep coming with the disrespect, analysts. Just like y'all disrespect the Chicago Bulls, And regardless of how the season went, we were still turned up going throughout the entire season. So go ahead and keep doubting these Bears. And the Bears going to beat some people. I'm not saying we're going to win it all or go to the playoffs, but we going to be improved. I think the team is going to be very disciplined compared to last year. So then we can come back and revisit Chris Sims and all these other bozos. And then we make shorts and reels and all that stuff talking shit.
There you go. There you go. Now, so he ranked 23rd. I dropped a video on it yesterday, so I'm not going to talk very much on this one, but I will just say this quickly. I don't think it's complete. Like looking at the way that he explained it, I don't think that it's completely unfair that he ranked 23rd because Justin Fields has a lot of questions to answer. But I guarantee you, this time next season, he's going to be at least in the top 12. But so he ranked 23rd. Trevor Lawrence ranked 24th. Jalen Hurts 25th. Tua 29th, which Tua like he should have. Never mind. And Trey Lance 31st. So that's where he ranked around other young quarterbacks. What do you guys think of Justin Fields' ranking at 23rd?
I like the area. I like the zone. But let's do a little bit of cleaning up though. In front of Justin Fields, you got Zach Wilson, Daniel Jones, Jimmy Garoppolo, Carson Wentz, Mac Jones, Baker Mayfield. Let's just do a couple of swaps. Because I think Justin Fields is at least the 20th best quarterback in the league. Start before the season. So let's switch Justin Fields and Mac Jones. I like Mac Jones, but I think Justin Fields is a little bit better than Mac Jones. Tool-wise, arm-wise, athletic ability, yeah, maybe he got a little bit more up here, Mac Jones, but Justin Fields is a better quarterback.
That's debatable, though. They schemed up. The man got the greatest coach ever. The man, this is how good Bill Belichick is. The man threw the ball 3 times and beat the Buffalo Bills. Come on, bro. Bro, if that don't say something, bro, you beat somebody that was just in the AFC Championship and was in a damn absolute shootout. That's the only reason they lost the game. It came, well, not the AFC, it was the semis, right? Yeah, semis, because it was definitely the semis against Kansas City. But come on, bro. But on that list, no way, I believe, Danny Dimes. I don't even know why we call him that, because ain't no Dimes coming out. But him and Zach Wilson, you got to slide him down, man. You got to slide him down.
Okay.
And Baker Mayfield, he hold it down. He just he ain't even a starting quarterback.
He may be. Where is Baker Mayfield going to end? Like why are they holding this man hostage? Like, release this man. Look,
bro, I don't know what they got against him, man. Maybe he was doing the commercials like, dude, this ain't your crib, dude. You ain't pay $4 billion for this house. Dude was doing all the commercials, man. They mad at him. They mad at Baker. Man, listen.
How they gonna try to hold the man hostage though?
Hey, they doing it. Ain't no trying it.
They ain't trying. Yeah, they're not trying at all. That man is literally held hostage. I don't even know if they let him out of Cleveland and go on vacation this offseason. They like, yo, sit your ass down. Sit your ass down. Damn. Like, I've never seen, like, first of all, Baker Mayfield needs to have the key to Cleveland because he wanted to be, like, who wants to be in Cleveland, Ohio?
Not me.
Like, who literally wants to live in Cleveland? Like, they could have offered him a lifetime contract. It seemed like he would have taken it. Who wants to be in Cleveland their whole goddamn life? Right there, you should have respected that man a little bit more. Like, come on.
They ain't got no amusement parks over there. They ain't got no
Cleveland
beaches.
is a pit of hell. I live in Ohio. I live in Cleveland. I understand. Listen, driving past Cleveland, like, it's literally like it's darkness, bro. Like, you feel depression as you're driving through it. Like, it's bad. Like, I don't know anybody who wants to be in Cleveland, man. I'm sorry. Anybody who's here, if they don't know me from Chicago Bull Central, I slander the city of Cleveland every fucking chance I get. Cleveland is literally a piss poor ass city, ran piss poor. It smells like dog piss. There's nothing good about the city of Cleveland. Nothing good about the city of Cleveland. I'm telling y'all.
Damn.
Like, the one thing that should tell you is that Dave Chappelle lives in one of the smallest fucking towns in all of Ohio. Guess what? He even said he do not go to fucking Cleveland, Ohio. That nigga shot one of his specials here, and literally the arena in Cleveland is much bigger than the arena here in Columbus. And he said, "You know what? No, we're gonna go in Columbus.
We going to Columbus." Damn, Haize. Hey, it's like that for real though, y'all.
Bro, I'm telling you.
Oh no, he know, man. He right there bound, man. He know what's going on over there.
I've lived in Ohio for 5 years. I've been to Cleveland twice, and the only reason I went there, when I went there the second time is I had to pick up family. That is it. Like listen, I'm telling you, ain't shit to do there. Ain't no amusements, nothing, bro. Like I get people go there for a Cavs game because listen, that's the only basketball team we got here in Ohio. I understand that, like. But listen, man, you can't pay me to go to Cleveland. And this motherfucker wanted to stay in Cleveland for his career. Come on, man. Y'all Baker Mayfield, man. Like, come on.
Hey, be careful what you wish for, damn it.
Man, yeah, you right, man. He did want to stay. He wanted to make this a good reputation for the NFL. Cleveland
he wanted
Browns.
To build.
He got them to the playoffs.
Yeah, man. Then they said, you know what, man? Go and sit in that closet. We're gonna lock the door. And we're going to bring Deshaun Watson in, and you just going to watch him. Just watch him.
Oh, man. That is terrible, fam. But I'm sorry. We didn't got completely sidetracked. This is what we do. We talk shit here. We the blackest Chicago Bears podcast you guys understand. So that is what it is. So, all right, here's the thing. This list next season. I struggled, right, to not say Justin Fields is going to wind up in the top 10 because I definitely think that there's a chance. But where would you like to see him ranked next season? Where do you think he's going to end up being ranked next season?
I'm going to be safe. I'm going to play it safe and go top 15 quarterback.
Okay. That's fair.
Agreed. Right in there.
Yeah.
Let's be top 15 right in there.
Yeah. That's fair. All right. Anything left that you guys got? Otherwise, we're going to go to some of these comments.
We can hit them questions.
Let's see what this gang got to say.
First off, Steve-O in the building. He says, "What's good, family? What's going on, Steve-O?
What up, my guy? What up, though?"
Yeah, the big homie says, "Walk me off the ledge, fellas. After getting my hopes up during the Mac era, I don't know how to feel." Listen, man, I'm telling you, there's a lot of positive, especially if you're a defense guy. There's a lot of positives around this Bears defense right now. There's a lot of questions as well, but I think, and we've talked about very heavily that I think a lot of those questions are going to be answered within the first 3 to 4 games of the season. What you guys think?
Oh, it's coming quick. The challenges for the defense coming quick. Right out the gate, San Francisco. Then you going to play the cheeseheads that we don't like. So right out the gate, it's busting.
Hey, man. Hey, I've just started turning and learning to like this new defense that we got going on. I would say, man, just sit back in your seat, get your popcorn, get you some cognac, and pay attention to this defensive team right here, baby. Because I was a doubter. Hey, ask them up there. Ask them 2 more up there. I was a doubter. They might be good, big dog. They might be good.
Listen, if we beat Green Bay in week 2, I'm telling you right now, I'm coming on this live stream after the game with 2 16-ounce glasses of tequila, and I'm taking them both to the head back to back. I'm telling you, and I'm gonna be lit the rest of the live stream, man. That's how I'm starting it off. I just want to beat those cheesehead motherfuckers. Like that's what I want.
For real.
But
sick of
Joseph says use this season to figure out what they need to prioritize versus what is out there. That's I think exactly what Ryan Poles' plan is. So many prove-it deals, so many young players. Is that he's going to really use this? It's kind of like what Akiem and Eversley did their first season in Chicago. They really used that. They used only the first half of the season to evaluate the young players, and then they started shipping people out that trade deadline. But I think that's what Poles is going to use this whole first season for. So he's going to really evaluate. Come in the offseason, he's going to know who showed enough that he wants to build around. And just about everybody else is going to be hard to get contracts. We're bringing all new people in at that point. So
facts.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. This is a prove-it year for mostly everybody on this damn roster. Mostly everybody. For sure. Roquan Smith and, people like that, just do what you do. You know what I mean?
Definitely. Steve-O says, he's talking about Ryan Poles here. Yeah, he put Ted Phillips to shame already, and Ted, the real accountant. Yeah. Listen, Ryan Poles and saved the McCaskies some money. They probably looking at that.
Right? Come on now.
All right.
We like this guy.
You get 10 more years already just because of the money. Now, we got a lot of dead salary, but that's from the idiots before, so that don't even count. Ant says, Hicks is as durable as wet tissue paper. LOL, he was a beast, but he just wasn't healthy.
Hey, listen, facts all the way through.
Listen, Akiem Hicks is like, I don't want to say that. Not on the live stream. What I was going to say would definitely got us canceled.
We got us canceled.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna go on stream with saying that.
Bro would have said, "Yeah, man, I had a Shy Bears podcast, man.
What happened to Chicago Bears Central? Hey, man, listen, I had
2 months in, it was out.
Yeah, man, listen, they got me up out of there, fam. YouTube said, "Hey, man, listen, you got to get up out of there." Ant asked this: are we running a Tampa 2 scheme? I think so. 4-3, right? We're doing 4-3.
It's 4-3. Yeah, the Colts ran like a Tampa 2 type of scheme last year. Yeah. So I think it's going to be something similar. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we'll see. X Factor, Byron, a.k.a. Donuts. What?
Hey.
Oh, Pringle. I was like, oh, wait a second.
Donuts,
Yeah, for sure. I agree with that.
That's a good choice right there, big dog. That's definitely a big choice.
Yeah.
BR says, if they didn't sign Hicks for $10 million, no, unless it's for Julio.
So I like Julio overall, but the last few years, that hamstring been real loose. I don't know if I give him a goodwill discount. I can't pay him that much, man. He was not on the field that much for the Titans because they had big hopes and dreams, and he wasn't even around.
And I'll tell y'all this: I don't think Poles was giving anybody $10 million unless Michael Strahan came back in prime. I don't think he was giving anybody $10 million this offseason.
Yeah, I think it's over.
That's how I feel. And got another one. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I think Ogunjobi was the only one that actually was about to get some money.
He was the only one.
He was the only one.
It's a reason why.
Ogunjobi still very young. He got the injury concerns. Those injury concerns. Okay, because listen, I could talk about Larry Ogunjobi all day. But Ann says, do we have an athletic middle linebacker to drop back in zone coverage? Because Urlacher was a freak. That's what made the defense work with Lovely. Well, I think it's key to also mention this is a different defense that was ran then. But I'm gonna default to what Bobby says here. What do you think, Bobby?
For Morrow, from what I've heard and read, that he played in 4-3, so he kind of know what it takes. And also, I've been hearing some few things that he's actually been calling plays on defense to start off to help Roquan Smith. So we'll see what that turned into. But I think those guys are pretty athletic, despite Morrow having some injuries last year. So
yeah, Roquan Smith is excellent in coverage. He's excellent. He's excellent about everything he does. And that guy Morrow, like you said, nephew, he's a very athletic guy. So he'll be able to get out there and play zone or guard a tight end, or you know what I'm saying? I think our
linebacker core in general is going to be very solid. I think that we need to watch how it progresses over the season and in Eberflus's defense, but I'm not really worried about. I don't talk about the linebackers a lot personally because that's kind of the thing that I look at and I say, oh, they're going to do their damn job. I mean, it's just, and I may be taking that for granted, but I have no issues there. Let's see. We got some shit talking about how hard Peanut hit. He says, because Peanut know how to hit. And then Ant followed that up with Steve-O. Pino hit so hard the FBI came calling when he retired. He's a
Facts.
Man, listen, Peanut is a fed now.
Bro, I would not want Peanut to hit me, bro. Fuck all that.
Like, damn, waterboarding.
Joseph says, Mac leaving, not a big deal. Nagy leaving, game changing for this team. Listen, Matt Nagy leaving, automatically you got to project the Bears to get 2 more wins than they got last season.
Absolutely.
Man, I was calling for him to be fired after that damn horrible game against Cleveland when you had your rookie quarterback unprepared and your stupid ass you ain't run a bootleg. You ain't run nothing. The man brought in the extra lineman at the middle, towards the middle of the end of the third quarter. The man already been killed for 2 quarters already.
Bro,
what are we doing?
He tried to kill a man, bro. It literally tried to kill him.
I feel like Matt Nagy watched other teams play and wrote down 15 plays and was like, hey, this worked for other team. This is all we running. This is all I know.
Real talk. Like, what are we doing?
This is all we running. Like, don't run nothing else other than like Matt Nagy was so just terrible. Like, I've never seen somebody so no, let me not say that because we had Jim Boylan here in Chicago at the same time.
That's the comment in the chat.
Oh, what we got a comment about? Oh, listen,
Yeah.
that's funny. Steve-O, do y'all think Jim Boylan and Matt Nagy related? I think I was in. I forgot whose chat I was in, but like literally, Matt Nagy and Jim Boylan can do that Spider-Man meme. They're just pointing at each other because they the same damn person, just different sports. They both fucking terrible. Like at least Matt Nagy, as far as I know, he ain't got another job. This motherfucker Jim Boylan keeps getting hired places. How? Like how? Team USA is hiring this man to coach the youngins. How?
I have no idea because he was horrible.
Come on, man.
10 seconds into the game, timeout. What are we doing?
What are we doing, dude?
What are we doing?
We need jump the ball yet. What the fuck you call timeout for?
Come on, man. You can tell, bro. Zach used to be so red, bro.
I was watching the Chicago Sky game yesterday, which was an amazing game. And then somebody said they were like, because there was one point where the Sky, they went down because the other team went on a huge run. And I was in a Facebook group and somebody said they need Jim Boylan to be the coach. I said, listen here, man. If they ever put Jim Boylan to coach women, listen, them women is cussing Jim Boylan out every single time out. Motherfucker, what you doing? Come on.
Hell no, they ain't gonna play with his ass. They ain't gonna play with his ass at all.
Jesus, man. Woo. That is crazy. All right, let's see what we got. Scotts came with the fact. He says Haize, Nagy was hired back to KC Chiefs as a QB coach, not Joe.
He ain't got a QB
coach.
What?
I'm Googling that shit. You lying your ass off.
Oh man.
Nah, listen. He real.
Listen,
you gotta be lying.
They might as well had hired a hit out on their quarterback. You hired Matt Nagy as the QB coach? Come on.
Bro,
he ain't gotta do nothing.
He ain't gotta do shit. Yeah, it's Pat Mahomes. It's Pat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's one of those jobs that's automatic. But listen,
yeah,
don't be surprised if we see Pat Mahomes going off on Nagy on the sidelines at one point. Because what the fuck, man? Come on, man. That's crazy, bro. How does these motherfuckers be getting jobs, bro? That's
millions,
crazy.
Though.
How can he be in the quarterback room and get a word in with Pat Mahomes? Anything he say gonna be wrong. He's like Pat gonna be like, hold on, Matt, hold on, I got you.
Get your boy.
That's not right.
Get your boy.
But hey, get your boy.
Matt, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Yeah, and Pat Mahomes, he's a Christian. He probably like, hey, Pat, Matt, listen, I'm gonna need you to just calm down. I got this. Don't even worry about talking. Matter of fact, this is what I need you to do. I need you to go in the corner and give me 15 Hail Marys. That's what I need you to do. Boy. That's crazy, man. Steve-O says, what does David Montgomery have to do to get paid? We talked about this. We actually had an episode on this. I think we all kind of agreed, and you guys could correct me if I'm wrong, but first he has to stay healthy. He has to get what I think we said like 16 rushing touchdowns this season, and get about between 12 and 1,500 yards rushing this season.
I agree with that, man. He's going to have to really go over the edge this season. He has to perform the best way that he could, dude. Because I don't think Pose is he looking at him sideways. Like, I want you to succeed, but we got other people that can do the same thing that you do.
If that man come in asking for 13, 14, 15 million, Poe's gonna be like, sorry, bro. I shop at Goodwill.
See, I got all my funds in my banking account.
And so to answer Steve-O's question seriously though, like I really do think like with running backs, they're so easily replaceable nowadays that while you may not be able to find somebody who gives you 100% of what David Montgomery got, but don't forget we got a backup waiting right in already on the roster who can probably give you about 85 to 90% of what Montgomery can give you, especially if this offense looks as good as what we expected it to do. So it's going to be, I'm not saying he's not going to get paid. I hope that he does, but if he comes in wanting anything over $10 million a year, I don't see it happening here.
No way.
Chop style. Chop.
And I'm sad too. I like David, man. I like David Montgomery.
I mean, let's not chalk it up yet. I'm not ready to say he's gonna be gone quite yet. I still think he's gonna come back here. But yeah, I just think that if he doesn't, not to say he's easily replaceable, but it's definitely replaceable. This is 2020. This ain't
Yeah.
this ain't the early 2000s where you paid your running backs because solid running backs were hard to come by. Like it's a lot of quality running backs in the league now. So.
It
Yeah,
is.
definitely.
Derek Carter says, who will win that right tackle position?
It's going to Tevin Jenkins. 2 weeks. the man dropped the. First of all, it was something out there that talking about Juan Castillo, the line coach from last year. He wanted all these guys to have extra weight on them.
Mm-hmm.
No wonder why the new line coach like, hell no, we in the new league, a passing league. You got to be more athletic. Drop the weight. Shout out to Tevin Jenkins for doing Pilates.
Pilates, bro. Pilates. And then in the interview he did do when he was talking about that, he just looks he looks healthier and happier.
For real.
And I just think he's gonna have a big season. He knows what the season can mean being on that O-line for Justin Fields. He knows what that means. It's not only for this season, but for his future, Justin Fields' future. I definitely think he's gonna win that right tackle position, and I think he's gonna do a damn good job at it too.
I think so,
yes, sir.
Yeah. Oh, Derek Carter, he follows up. He said he actually means right guard position. I don't even know who's all in the.
That's what I'm trying to figure out right now. Hold on, let me pull my receipts, buddy.
Yeah, you might have thrown us all for a loop on that.
You definitely threw us a wrench. For real.
So is it between Dozer and Mustafa?
They did move Sam Mustafa, right?
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
I don't know. To be continued on that one, because I mean, I honestly, from watching Mustafa last year, I don't think he was bad, and I don't know too much about Dozier. So to be continued, my brother.
Yeah, we'll have to catch us after the preseason for that, right? Because I need to see, I need to see it done. All right, so there you go. All right, I think that's about it for the comments, you guys. I'm gonna leave a couple minutes for you guys to get anything else in. But Joseph says, not just spell check. That is not how you spell Pilates. I don't know how to spell it, but I know that don't look right. Before a big guy, that's rough. Yeah, listen, man. Pilates ain't no joke. Like people think the Pilates and the yoga and things like that. Like when I have my knee issue, I did yoga for a while. And I used to be like, hey man, this yoga shit, like these people literally just sitting here doing poses, and it's like, no, like you literally feel that in every muscle in your body. So
somebody got to explain to me what the hell Pilates is. It sounds like ballet.
I mean, that's what it is. Unk in the building. He came towards the end of the stream. He said, "What's up, guys, man? We just about to shut down, brother. But hey, what's up with you, man?
That's my
what up, boy?
But that's it. You guys got anything else on your mind before we go, fellas?
Nothing much. I'm just glad for y'all to come kick it with us on the live, man. We got some more coming up. More news like always. Just make sure you tune in, baby. Make sure you tune in.
There you go. Bobby, give it to him.
Hey, go ahead and check out the Cognac Boys at Shot Bulls Podcast on YouTube and all other social media platforms. You can follow us at Cognac Boys on IG, Facebook, and all that jazz. After that, go check out our main man, Haize, at CEO Haize, holding it down for all great Chicago content. Let's get it.
At least they added a little ticker in there. Now we can get the ticker. I don't want the whole damn live stream, but I fucked up. But you know, it is what it is. Players mess up too. If you guys want to leave us any text and or voicemails, you can do so at 773-270-2799. Thank you for tuning in to Chicago Bears Central. You guys already know, man, it's the Cognac Boys. It's Haize, man. This is what we do. We love talking to y'all, man. Can't wait to see what we got planned for you guys in the season, man. But that is it for us for today. Make sure you hit that like button if you didn't hit it on your way out. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed as well. But this has been another episode of Chicago Bears Central. We out this mug. Peace, y'all.